Alright, cool cats and kittens, it's Johnny G's Vinyltreasure Show. Tune in your radio dial and sit back and relax. Johnny's gonna spin some music, share some lore right here on the one and only Johnny G's Vinyltreasure Show.
Okay, well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live here on this August 22nd, 2026. This Saturday evening, we're live on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. But I thank you for being here. Sorry for being late. Had to check some things first, and I don't know what YouTube is doing, but they're asking me to insert ads. I am not going to insert ads. You shut me down. There is no way I am going. If you told me you were going to leave it up or let me play my records, then it's one thing. But anyway, welcome to the Vinyltreasure Show. If you like early rhythm and blues, and I got some blues tonight, I got some single artists from the early 1950s, then this is not the show for you, okay? If you like white vocal groups, well, you tune in tomorrow after tomorrow's show, because I'll be playing lots of white vocal groups on that tune. But if you like early rhythm and blues and R&B, then you came to the right place. I am your host, Johnny G. We opened up with a request for listener Daddy Cool, wanted to hear all 5 minutes and 26 seconds of that great tune, okay? A national hit on Billboard and Cashbox #2 by R&B organist pianist Bill Doggett. You heard Honky Tonk Part 1 first and Honky Tonk Part 2. Prior to that, you heard a promo done by Ivar Shiva in our YouTube chat room, kind of sounding like that record a little bit, Ivar. Maybe that inspired you to do that, but it was a pretty cool lead-in to that tune there. From August 1956, by request for Daddy Cool, that's Bill Doggett with Honky Tonk Part 1 and 2 on Sid Nathan's King label, and that is for Daddy Cool in our YouTube chat room. Well, I got let me see, I got 2 reproductions tonight because I don't have the records, okay, and we'll talk about it a little bit, and I have a couple of records, I think at least one, that they're only 78 cuts, and of course in the small collection that I did get, there are a lot of those records in there, and some of you requested them, and I don't have the original 78s. And some of them sound really good, and most of them do off of the 78s, but some of the other repros, I think I have 2 tonight, one on King and another one on Spitfire. But let's start it off here. So we're not going to get to 1956 till later in the program. We're going to open up the vocal portion from 1956. And this record brings back lots of memories to your host, Johnny G, because my Aunt Mary had an LP on the Jubilee label. It was called the Rumble album. And it was a really a cool concept, I guess, by Bobby Robinson to put like a battle of the groups there. And I think that the LP originally came out like sometime in 1959 on the blue label, but she had the black label with the multicolor teeth around the Jubilee logo. And I remember seeing that LP spinning at 33 1/3 and listening to cool groups like the Channels and the Love Notes and the Bop Chords, and I'm missing a group. Love Notes, Channels, Bop Chords, Love Notes, and Continentals. We don't want to forget the Continentals. But we're going to open up with one of those songs that I remember so well on that LP. And this is on this group out of Harlem, New York. It's their second of 3 on Danny Robinson's Holiday record label. It features Ernest Harrison on lead from November of 1956. Let's open up the vocal portion with the Bop Chords on the Holiday label. It's called When I Woke Up This Morning. Here you go, the Bop Chords.
When I woke
Okay, there you go. We open up the vocal portion there with the great sound of the bop chords. The bop chords, they're second of three. That's on Danny Robinson's Holiday record label. It's the black Holiday label for you collectors out there for the true first press. You may have this like on the red label. I don't know if it came out on the shiny label, but it definitely came out on the flat red label that was sold in Times Square Records. But November 1956, the bop chords with Ernest Harrison on lead. When I woke up this morning, of course, on the Jubilee label. I'm sorry, the Jubilee LP. And I have a blue label copy of that LP, and I think it comes with one with the rainbow teeth and with the silver teeth, I think. Johnny G being a completist here, and I am a completist. You know, we count down the music chronologically here on the Saturday and Sunday show. So we're going to start it off really early. From September. Actually, this is a flip side from last week. This record only released on a 78, never came out on a 45, but somebody booted this record on a 45. And last week, I featured the Cabineers for a Davy Hecht in Vermont. I played the side called Whirlpool, this group out of Cleveland, Ohio, on Peter Durain's Abbey record label. And let's see. Casey Hines in Paris. I think I sent it out to you too, Casey, but you also wanted me to play the flip side of the 45, a special request. So we're going to play the flip side of this by request for Casey Hines in Paris here. And let's see. This is from, this features, I think there's the male and female leads on this. Maggie Furman with, well, is she doing all the lead? I don't know, because she may be. I'm not sure. Charlene's got this. I didn't check it out yet. But anyway, this is with the Bill McRae Trio, and from September of 1949, going out to Casey Hines in Paris, and anybody else that likes the Cabineers. Davey, you do too, I think. And Tony Barcia in our YouTube chat room, you said you like this side better than Whirlpool. But here are the Cabineers on the Abbey label, on a booted 45 called You're Just a Great Big Heartache. Here you go, KC, for you.
You're just a great big heartache to me. You just won't be what I want you to be. You can be an angel if you wanted to, but you'd rather break up my house and hurt me through and through. So I'm just a little bit too wise for you. Tell you what I'm going to do.
Tell me, sugar.
I'm going to cut out,
Go ahead.
swing
Take
out.
an airplane.
Can't you plainly see you just a great big heartache to me? Just a great big heartache to me. You just won't be what I want you to be. You can be an angel if you wanted to, but you'd rather break up my house. Talk to me, Willie.
Escalator, percolator, elevator, going up.
I'm just a little bit too wise for you. Tell you what I'm going to do.
Tell me, baby.
I'm gonna throw you out,
ahead.
lock you
yeah?
out. Can't you plainly see you just a great big heartache to me? Just a great big heartache to me.
Hold on a second, folks. Let me cue this other record. You can watch Johnny G here do this, because I'm doing this on Thursday for Bill. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Had to take my fedora off too. Had to take my fedora off for that one there. So there you go. But I didn't know. I looked. It took me about a few minutes before I said, "Well, wait a minute. I need an LP." But anyway, so I apologize for that dead air there for a few seconds. But there you go. That one there going out to Casey Hines in Paris there. The sound of the Cabineers. Cabineers with Maggie Furman on lead, basically. And thank you, Big Dave Swinger in the chat room there. You want a job? Bill, what did you... I wrote his name down. Westbrook. Bill, did I say that right? Bill Westbrook. He was he was also in that group and married to the lead singer there, Maggie Furman. September 1949, The Flip Side of Whirlpool, song entitled "You're Just a Great Big Heartache," September 1949, and that is not an original. Okay, that is a reproduction, but only available on a 78. Let us continue here, and let's fill a request now for Big Dave Swinger. Picked another side off of that Murray Hill box set by the Orioles here. So I've never played these. I didn't even know I had this LP, to be honest with you, until I saw it in the in my stash in the bottom of my cedar. I have a cedar wood closet with suits that I need to get rid of. I'm not going to wear a suit again. I mean, maybe I'll keep one of them for you know what, but I don't even fit in those suits, and they're really nice. Back in the 1980s, they used to have those three-piece suits, and at one time I used to fit in a three-piece suit, but not anymore. But I kind of liked some of them. They were like sentimental, I guess, so I couldn't get rid of them, but I'm going to get rid of them. But anyway, this is an unreleased track by this group from Baltimore, Maryland, the Orioles, Sonny Till and the Orioles, and this song was recorded December 20th, of 19 Charlene, is that 50? You got, hold on a second. Let me just check it here. Scott, it says 59. That cannot be right. But I'll check it. I Need You So. No, I Need You So. Is that the one we're playing? No, I had to leave town. Right? Yes. So this one recorded December 20th, 1950, previously unreleased, okay, but in the vaults of Jubilee Records, and of course featuring the great Sonny Till on lead. This LP came out, I think, in 1983, if I'm not mistaken. So by request for Big Dave Swinger, we'll say December 1950 on the Murray Hill LP. Here are Sonny Till and the Orioles. It's called I Had to Leave Town. Here you go, Big Dave, for you, the Orioles.
I had to leave town, darling, when we parted, just couldn't hang around, broken hearted. It eased the pain from hearing your name considerably, though I've been gone, your love lingers on. It's haunting me, taunting me, but I'll come back, darling, if you let me. Just promise me that you won't forget me, never forget me. Do I love you? darling, you can bear your life, I do. Though I had to leave town, I'll never stop loving you.
Okay, there you go. That is the great sound of Sonny Till and the Orioles, an unreleased tune there that turned up on it. There's 19 unreleased cuts on this LP, this Murray Hill LP from 1983, and that one there, a request for listener Big Dave Swinger, recorded on December 20th of 1950, never released. Sonny Till and the Orioles with I Had to Leave Town is the name of the tune. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. First, though, let me just say, because I had this, I want to say, because Frank is a one of the staff writers to this. I don't even know. There is, I think, a European magazine. I think it's like on rock and roll. I don't think it's really on vocal groups. But really, the only magazine that's left, or the last one standing, is Echoes of the Past, and I got my copy last week, but there are some cool articles in here, and I wanted to mention that Frank Gingaro does an article. Well, we'll say here, I'll read the articles, at least give you a little bit of what's in here on this issue here, issue number 157. Searching for Baltimore's Quintones. If you know that 78 on the Jordan label, very rare 78. Charlie Horner does a great article on that. That is and that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll play that on my 78 show. Tony Barcia, did you have that? Did you have that 78? And then Bob Bosco, who is a listener to this program, he did an article on Danny and the Juniors, but not the early Danny and the Juniors, later on in their career. I think starting with Mercury Records. I think it's got some cool information in there for that. And then you have, this, I don't know, the pages are nice and thick on this one here for some reason, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, and then Steve Probst has an article on Gaynell Hodge, which we all like, and his music has left us with some great music. And then we go to Frank Gingaro. He did an in-depth article on the Sparrows Quartet. Of course, you know Dom DeLea's group. And it's interesting, in the collection I got, there are all these releases that he has. So some people could request those if you'd like. I think some 78s too, where I think were in the collection too. But all these... the stuff on Jet. I have some of the LPs also. I forget who I got those from, but anyway. And then, of course, there are other things in here too. And sometimes I have to look. Well, there's another one here by Joe Walpole. Did an article on Kenny Luttrell, okay, singer that I did not know, but supposedly he was in some groups here. So this is interesting for me to find out. And, of course, there's other things in here. There's some pictures, of 78s and whatnot. But you really should get this, of course. Nay Nasser does his pick of old songs and whatnot, which I always... Yeah, he's on the back cover here. Find it interesting, the things that he mentions on here. I would have... he's got, talks about some records you might not know, and he gives prices of them. So really, this is really the only magazine that's out there, so you should check it out, and you can order this, okay? Bob Belenak, he is the publisher and owner of this magazine, and the rates are for 1 year, $20.99, just to get it for 1 year. I always renew for 2 years. Get a little bit of a break. It's $37.98, and it ships also out to Canada for $34 US $48, postage included, and overseas, those of you that are overseas, I have many overseas listeners, if you would like to get this magazine, it is $39.99, postage included. Spain, those listening in Spain, you can get it for $44, and it ships every March, June, September, and December, and of course, they accept PayPal and checks, so you can reach out to send an email to echoes.past@yahoo.com and say that Johnny G sent you. I think you should say that. You should do that. So there you go. This is the latest on Echoes of the Past magazine. And there you go. That is my spiel. But let us get to the request here that Frank and Jerry Gingaro requested here, as this is the last national, the only Ravens record to come out on a 45. All the national releases are on 78s, including this one, but this is a 45, okay, and it's from April of 1950, and I wasn't happy when I bought this record from someone in, I think he's in Yonkers, so he told me he had this record, and I didn't take it all the way out of the sleeve, okay, and if I see him, I want a price adjustment on this record, okay? If I ever see you, I'll come up to you and I'll tell you. I'm not going to forget. I mean, I didn't forget with Eric Ashton, but he passed away, so I never could redeem my what I wanted to talk to him about. But anyway, so from April of 1950, here are the Ravens on the national label. It features Lewis Hayward. He is on lead for this. This is with Ray Anthony and his orchestra. And let's see. And their rendition of the tune, Count Every Star. Here you go. The Ravens from April 1950 for Frank and Jerry Gingaro. Here we go.
Count every star in the midnight sky. Count every rose, every firefly. For that's how many times I miss you. Oh, heaven knows I miss you. Count every leaf on the willow tree. Count every wave on the stormy sea. Count every star, and darling, when you do, you'll know the times I have cried for you. Count every star in the midnight sky. Count every rose, every firefly. For that's how many times I've missed you. Heaven knows I've missed you. So count every leaf on a willow tree. Count every wave and a stormy sea. Count every star, and darling, when you do, you know the times I have cried for you. You know the times I have cried for you.
Okay, folks, there you go. Apologize for the little swish in the beginning, but it is a kind of like a heat swish on that, and I was not happy after the fact. I couldn't get in touch with the guy, and I'm not happy about that. I mean, he threw in some other records, but it's not enough. It's not enough, but it is a hard record to get on a 45 for sure. The National 78s are not the greatest either. They're really grainy, you know. So and when you talk about that, you know, these smaller independent companies, they were using a grainy vinyl. But there you go, going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. That is the sound of the Ravens from April 1950, their rendition of the tune "Count Every Star." And we want to mention that Frank and his co-host there, Gordon Skagberg, they are the hosts of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade, and they're on Sunday afternoons beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 to 5. They will be live tomorrow at 3 p.m., so tune in tomorrow on WRHU-FM 88.7 on your dial or on the internet at WRHU.org, and you will hear 45s and 78s out of their collections. And I think that is the longest running show that's currently on we'll call it on a national level now with the internet. So you want to check out Frank and Gordon with the Rhythm and Blues Serenade on Sunday afternoons beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am your Saturday night DJ, Johnny G, and we are really close to 5,000 subscribers. I think like 40-something or 50-something away, maybe 40-something away. But so it's very important, if you're just finding out about this program, to subscribe to my Vinyltreasure show. The likes and the thumbs up, that is important with getting the video out, because many people are finding out about this program. Listen, I'm an amateur. I'm not a television guy. I'm just an ordinary guy. Well, I don't know how ordinary, but playing 45s and maybe 78 soon again here on the program. But anyway, so I hope you would consider subscribing. And you get to hear, for the most part, originals, although this record up next, okay, which I'm going to send out to Harvey Karp, it's from his collection, is not an original press, but this never came out on a 45, so I can kind of intermingle it in with my regular originals. I think I'm playing a bootleg tomorrow that I really like. It's one of my top wants on the Marquee label, and I wish I had that record, but I don't. But I don't have this 78 either. And this one is from June of 1951. And again, we're going to go back to the Abbey label out of New York. This tune written by Rudy Toombs and Sam Thierd. And this is with the Conrad Frederick Orchestra. Charlene, I didn't get a chance to look at this. Was there any information on this group at all? I'm just curious. But anyway, they're called the Radars, R-A-D-A-R-S. And it's a great two-sided 45. I picked the jump because I try to mix and match my tempos when I do this show. Even though someone wants me to do an all ballad show, which I think I did one for you a long time ago. You know who you are. They want me to do an all ballad show, and then someone wanted me to do an all up tempo show. I'll think about that. From June of 1951, we'll send this one out to listener Harvey Karp. These are the Radars on the Abbey label. It's called You Belong to Me. Here you go, Harvey. This is for you. The Radars.
Tell me, pretty mama, is there any more home like you? Tell me, pretty mama, is there any more home like you? If we can't get together, your sister or your cousin will do. Is there any more home like you where you came from? Is there any more home like you where you came from? I like your brand of loving, baby, won't you give me some? I like the way you walk,
Yeah.
the way you talk.
Mine.
Satisfied, baby, ain't got no squaw. Ain't no difference what the people say. They can never stop me from loving you this way, boy. Run, 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 tell your mama, run, 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 tell your papa, run, 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 tell your sister, run, 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 tell your brother, tell everybody you belong to me. Sister or brother, none of your family. Run, 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 tell your mama, run, 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 tell your papa, run, 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 tell your sister, run, 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 tell your brother, tell everybody you belong to me.
Okay, there you go. I knew Tony Barcia would like that tune. He likes those kind of jump blues vocal group things. But they're called the Radars, R-A-D-A-R-S, the Radars from June of 1951 on the Abbey record label, only on a 78, folks. That is one of the other reproductions I featured tonight. You Belong to Me is the name of the tune. That is a great jump. I say it is. Let us continue here, and let's move into 1952 now. I told you, these are the early sides of the early rhythm and blues era, so you're not going to hear Dion and the Belmonts on this show. This person asking me, did you ever hear? You listen to a soul show, you're not going to hear Dion and the Belmonts, and this is a collector show too. Some people think I'm just like a disc jockey just playing records that's going to appeal to the whole world. No, this is a special niche. Is that how you call it? Yeah, special niche of songs that I play. And there is a group of people, collectors like myself, that dig this music. Listen, this is not going to be the cup of tea for everybody. My mother tells me, get it out of my head. But I don't. It sticks with me, and I don't let it rest. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. This gal, originally from Philadelphia, first recording for Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records, and that was in 1952. And this is actually her debut single, her first of four. Of course, she would go out to California later on. I have listeners that have requested her, I think, Modern or RPM releases. You know, she has stuff on Modern and RPM. Yeah, Modern. Also other labels, too, like Dot and Ebb. But this is her first of four on the Savoy record label, and sometimes with groups backing her up. I think the Four Buddies backed her up on I Climb the Highest Mountain. Is that the song? I think. But her name is Thelma Dolly Cooper, and she wrote this tune and mentions on the label Dave McCrae is on alto sax and Larry Johnson is on the organ. From December of 1952, going out to Graylin in our YouTube chat room. Here is Dolly Cooper with the tune called Is It True? Is that a question? No, it doesn't say it. Is It True is the name of the tune. Here you go, Graylin, for you, Dolly Cooper. Oh, Johnny, don't mess up your needle.
Is it true? Can there be a real love the highest mountain, just to reach the top, to see if I could find someone who'd be true to me. Is it true? Can there be a real romance? Is it true? Do I really stand a chance? My heart is on fire, and the flame is roaring higher. Is it true? Can I find someone like you? Is it true? Can I find someone like you?
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Graylin in our YouTube chat room. That is Dolly Cooper. I think that's her debut single. Unless Charlene, she was on the Dot label prior to this. I don't know. No, it was later. It was like 1954, I think, on the Dot label. This is December of 1952 release. Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records out of Newark, New Jersey. Is It True is the name of the tune. That one they're going out to Graylin in our YouTube chat room. Louis Stay in 1952. I got 3 records out of that year. And let's fill a request for Record Ralph. I was looking for your other record. I spent a little bit too much time looking for records today, so it kind of put me a little bit behind too. But you all know this. Well, this is a request for Record Ralph in Syracuse. You all know this group from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This was their 3rd release for Bess Berman's Apollo record label, okay, and was their first R&B hit. Okay, and I have this. This comes, this is on red vinyl. You can also get it on black vinyl, but the red vinyl really looks cool, I have to say. And it features Johnny Tanner on lead from December of 1952 for Record Ralph, the 5 Royales on Bess Berman's Apollo Records. It's called Baby, Don't Do It. Here you go, Ralph, for you, the 5 Royales.
Tell me you're going to put me down. But baby, don't do it. 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 If you leave me pretty, baby, I'll have bread without no meat. loved me, how good you made it sound. And now you're trying to tell me you're going to put me down. But baby, don't do it, 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 don't do it. If you leave me pretty, baby, I'll have to brag without no me.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to a record Ralph in Syracuse. That is the sound of the Five Royales. Johnny Tanner on lead with the Five Royales from December 1952. What did I say? That was their third release for Bess Berman's Apollo record label. Baby Don't Do It is the name of the tune. And they also had a #1 hit with their follow-up to this, which I think was Help Me Somebody, okay, on the Billboard R&B chart. Well, Johnny G did not have bread tonight, but I did have meat tonight. And I didn't have a porterhouse steak, Bill. I didn't have it today. And I had, was it T-bone? No, not was Ma, what was the steak I had? Tony, you can type it in my chat room. It was good, whatever it was. I think it was $16.99 a pound, I think, or $15.99 a pound, whatever it is. I look for the porterhouse steaks, USDA choice first, and then if they're not there, I'm like, well, Ma, what do you want to get? What do you want to do? Because Friday is Johnny G's. Friday is fish day here. Okay, Saturday is meat day. We only really have it once a week, but anyway. But my mother made it well today. Great. It tasted really good today. Anyway, Johnny G talking about food here. We got to get away from that. Let us continue here. We got one more here from 1952. We go to Washington, D.C. Actually, Karen Efron, this is a request for you. You requested both sides of this 45. Okay, and we played, not too long ago, we played the flip side of this. Charlene didn't know. She just didn't, but we played the flip side of this not too long ago for you. It was called There Is Time, which many people, by the way, have requested on this This record gets a lot of play. I gotta find another copy. But anyway, sorry about that, folks. But we're gonna play the flip side because this group is fantastic. From Washington, D.C., talking about the Heartbreakers. It's a shame they only had, at the time, 4 releases for RCA Records. Of course, those cuts were sold to them by Liz Claiborne. She recorded them, but she should have sold more. She should have really, and I don't know why, because RCA didn't know what to do with them, so didn't know to get more of their songs. It's too bad. But this is their 4th release. Okay, a request for Karen Efron, and most of their leads are done by Robert Evans, but on this side, it features tenor James Ross. So James Ross is doing lead on this side, and let's see, from July of 1952, by request for Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room, who will be here in September. Is it the 17th, we said, Karen? I think that was the date. Type it in the chat just to be sure. But these are the Heartbreakers on RCA, and the tune is called It's Okay With Me. Here you go, Karen, for you, the Heartbreakers.
Now that you want to run around and be the life of all the town, baby, that's okay with me. And when the boys have put you down, 'cause you just want to run around, baby, don't look for sympathy. You were fine in my estimation, but you thought you were such a great sensation. Now that I'm trying to make you see, you were the only girl for me, baby, that's okay with me.
special. Now that I've tried to make you see, you were the only girl for me, baby. That's okay with me. Baby, that's okay with me.
Okay, there you go. I have to agree, Big Dave Swinger, one of their swinging sides, because they're really noted for their great ballads that they do. But what a great group out of Washington, D.C. That when they're going out to Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Heartbreakers from July 1952. When I say their fourth release for RCA Records, and that's that is James Ross on lead. The Heartbreakers with It's Okay With Me. And Karen will be here September 17th. I should probably post that up already, Karen. I should do that. At least you can send that email out. I'll do that. Well, I'll do it after Bill's show this coming Thursday, because Bill Old will be here with his LPs. But we'll talk about that. Let us continue here. Let's move into 1953 now with a request for Gordy Freeman. This group is out of Harlem, New York. Now, I got to tell my UK listeners that tune in to my, because I have a lot of my soul listeners over in the UK that do tune into this program, and they might not know this. They just know the lead singer's later releases, maybe mostly on United Artists or maybe on... what is that? A Shrine label and some other labels. I don't have the Shrine release. I had a chance to buy it. It was too expensive. But the lead singer of this group, okay, Ray Pollard. Okay, Ray Pollard. And so you UK soul listeners don't know, but this is early Ray Pollard. He was the lead singer of a vocal group called The Wanderers. And Spence Wooten sold me this 45 many, many years ago. And this is the group's debut single on Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records. And their first of two on Savoy from October of 1953 by request for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. The Wanderers with We Could Find Happiness. Here you go, Gordy, for you, Ray Pollard and The Wanderers.
I could fall in love with you. Fall in love with you. If you could only love me too. There are lots of things that we could do. If you could only love me too. We could find happiness anytime and anywhere. I am not a millionaire, but I've a lot of love to share. And I'd love to share it all with you. If you could feel the same way too. We could find happiness anytime and anywhere.
Okay, great sound there. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. Those are the Wanderers, the great Ray Pollard on lead, their debut single on Sid Nathan's Herman Lubinsky's Savoy record label. Did I say Sid Nathan? That's because Johnny G gets 6 hours sleep, which is really enough for me to function. But and that had better sound quality than the earlier one I played with Dolly Cooper. The grooves are much closer together, so this had better fidelity. But the 78's got the best fidelity for sure. All right, Tony Barcia, cool your jets. This is from October 1953, their first of two for the Wanderers by request for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. We Could Find Happiness is the name of the tune. Of course, they would move to Decca Records as the Singing Wanderers had 2 releases on the Decca label. But let us continue here. We are in the 1953 block. Let's fill a request for listener Davey Hecht in Virginia. Now, he wants us, and there are many of my listeners that tune into this program, both live in the chat and also the silent listeners that tune into this program that are going through a tough time now at this point. And Davey wants to send this one out to all those going through a very difficult time at this stage of their lives. And he requested Billy Ward and the Dominoes. This is on Sid Nathan's Federal record label. This is their 12th release on the Federal label, and it's from June of 1953. It features the great Jackie Wilson on lead. Tune written by Billy Ward and Rose Marks from June 53. Here are the Dominoes on Federal for Davey Hecht. It's called You Can't Keep a Good Man Down. Here you go, Davey, for you, Billy Ward and the Dominoes.
Oh, you can't keep a good man down. No, you can't keep a good man down. You can beat him, mistreat him till he falls to the ground. No, you can't keep a good man down. Oh, gal, you know you did me wrong. Did me wrong. Oh, gal, you know you did me wrong. Made me love you, then you whispered so long. Oh, gal, you know you did me wrong. Did me wrong. Oh, you can't keep a good man down. No, you can't keep a good man down. Me, your mama, sweet mama, can't believe all the time. No, you can't keep a good man down. No, you can't keep a good man down. No, you can't keep a good man down.
Okay, that one there by request for Davey Hecht in Vermont, sending it out to all my listeners, all the listeners of the Vinyl Treasure Show going through a tough time right now. So great tune there from June of 1953, the great Jackie Wilson on lead. You Can't Keep a Good Man Down, that one there on Sid Nathan's Federal record label. Let us continue here. And up next, a request. We are in the let me see, I still got 2 others after this in the 1953 block. But this is not an original. I do have an original of this next one, though. But it's on a 78. I put the tail end, and I only got into the tail end of Joe Marchesani's 78 collection of what was left. And I was introduced to Joe via George Doowop Tompkins, and I communicate often with Joe Marchesani, and he listens to the Thursday when I was doing the Thursday show. I think the show is a little bit difficult for him. Maybe on the archive he does, but I do have his 78 on this, but I don't. I have the other release by this group called the Magic Tones, but not this one. But this, I did purchase Boots when I first started collecting, but I stopped and I focused on original. But these were in the collection that I got, so I figured, you know what? Instead of me pulling out my 78 and switching I can't. It's too difficult to switch and go back and forth from 45 to 78. I used to dedicate one turntable to 78s and play them. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe to give Tony Barcia a taste of the 78s. But anyway, this is a request for listener Joe Shacatano. This group is out of the Baltimore, D.C. area, and they had two releases on Sid Nathan's King record label, and this is a tremendous ballad that they do. This is with Joe Rico Reed is the lead singer on this. And the other group members were Arthur Boxey Williams, first tenor, Gene Hawkins, second tenor and guitar, James Williams on baritone, and Ricky Stokes on bass. Collectively, they were known as the Magic Tones from September 53 on King. For Joe Shacatano, was a little bit under the weather this evening, but tuned into the program. It's called When I Kneel Down to Pray. Here you go, Joe, for you, the Magic Tones.
When I kneel down to pray at the close of each day, I ask the good Lord to forgive me for the things I've done to you. For as long as I live, I'll ask Him to forgive. For if God can forgive me, why can't you? As long as there's a tree, as long as there's a me, you know I'll be praying for you. As long as there's a sky, as long as birdies fly, I'll be so faithful and true. When I kneel down to pray, my heart so full of heartache. But if God can forgive me, why can't you?
Okay, September 1953 release there. I wish I had and I've never even, I don't know if I've ever had a chance to bid on it either, because I would, but I got their other release, Easy, okay, on the cheap, but, these records to find are very difficult, but I'm glad I have a mint 78 of it, at least. But I had this in the collection. I said, let me go check Joe's to buy list, which some of you listeners, when you send me stuff that I don't have, I put it on a to-buy list, and I see sometimes if it comes up, sometimes I luck out and find it, but I never did for this one, but I'll get this record sooner or later. But there you go, September 1953, the Magic Tones, Sid Nathan's King record label, When I Kneel Down to Pray, and that is with Joe Rico Reed, the lead singer on that one. If you'd like to make a request here on a future Vinyl Treasure show, it does no good to shout them out in the chat room. Sometimes if I go back and look, I'll see them and I'll jot them down. I have some here that I've jotted down from my soul show, but I often don't see them. I'm multitasking here, but it's vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is if you want to make a request on a 45. I have a lot. I don't have everything. I have a lot. I try, but some of these records are very difficult to find at this stage of the game. Now, if I was around in the 1960s, that would have been a different story, okay? But I was not. I was only, 10 years old, 1968. And maybe I would have done well if I was buying records at that time, but I was not. But let us continue. And this is an original, okay, I have to tell you. But I'll tell you when I'm not playing one. But this is a request for Chris Reed. We go back to Harlem, New York for this group. This is on Jack Bergman and Saul Bolton's Gem Records out of New York City. Now, Chris requested the group's first of two on the Gem label. Not much known about this group except that their bass was Pat Gaston. Of course, he would become a member of the Solitaires later. Okay, this is with the Blues Express Orchestra from June of 53. Let's give a listen to the Four Bells. The Four Bells on Gem Records for Chris Reed. It's called Long Way to Go. Here you go, Chris, for you, the Four Bells.
In the barn bed by the clock, the rooster looked up and said, "Baby, don't stop. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go and a short time to make it in." Well, the buzzard and the eagle, they took a flight. The buzzard turned around and said, "Nothing inside. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go and a short time to make it in." You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go and a short time to make it in. Baby, I was gonna wait. She didn't even budge, but I heard him say, "You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go and a short time to make it in." Well, I listened last night at my neighbor's door. I heard somebody say, "Let's try it once more." You got a long ways to go. Well, you got a long ways to go. Well, you got a long ways to go and a short time to make it in. You got a long ways to go. Well, 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 you got a long ways to go.
Okay, there you go. That one there, the call going out to Chris Reed. First of all, Jim Whitty, thank you for that. Much appreciated. Glad you are enjoying the show this evening, as that's what I try to do, please all my listeners. But there you go. This one here for Chris Reed, June 1953, a group called the Four Bells on the Gem record label, and that is a tune called Long Way to Go. And I hope that Anthony doesn't have a long way to go. So Stephanie B., I got a note here. My sister Tony brought me up a note. My mother wrote it. It says, give a shout out to Anthony, who is celebrating a birthday today and driving home from San Diego. So hopefully, Anthony, you don't have a long way to go, as the song said. But we want to wish you a happy birthday today. Also have birthday wishes, I think, for a record I'll be playing for Ronnie Sherman, who's celebrating a birthday today also. You know, if you are celebrating a birthday, sometimes I don't see it in the chat room there, but let me know, and I will give a shout out here on the program. You are welcome, Stephanie. Thank you for that. And so we wish Anthony, driving in his car, who may be tuned into the program, a very happy birthday. Be careful out there. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and we are in one more from 1953, and we fill a request now for listener Jack Saperstein in New Jersey. Jack, you had this record in your collection, an original copy of this. Again, another group out of Harlem, New York. They were managed by Pete Durain, and he was the owner of the PD record label. And he put out their debut single, a song called Love Bells. And then Pete teamed up with Victor Allen to issue their second overall release on the Allen record label. And this became their first of three for the Five Willows. And this one features Tony Middleton on lead. This is with Don Archer and his orchestra. And this one going out to Jack Saperstein, May 1953. The Five Willows on Allen Records. And the 78 plays better, which I do have. It's called My Dear, Dearest Darling. Here you go, Jack, for you, The Five Willows.
Ba 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 do do do. Well, my dear, dear, dearest darling, love you so. Wrote you a letter, want you to know that I love you. So I won't let you go.
Okay, May 1953 release there by request for Jack Saperstein in New Jersey. Those are the Five Willows on the Allen record label. My Dear Dearest Darling is the name of the tune, and that is with Tony Middleton on lead for that one. And if you listen closely to the beginning of that song, they used that in one of the Melba releases. I forget which one it was, but I think it was Little Darling, I think. Is that the side? I think if you listen to the beginning of this record, I think Johnny G might be losing his mind. But anyway, let us continue here. Hope you're digging on the tunes this evening. Again, this show is the early rhythm and blues and vocal group harmony here on this program. I think I got a Rockabilly record coming up for Delwood Jeff later in the 56 block. Well, that's when the music started changing. That's why I play the records by year. This is supposedly an educational, informative show, and I have many listeners that don't know about this music, and they're finding out about it, and you get to see the real records here, folks. I'm not playing CDs. Although I did play some reproductions, but I didn't have the record. So that's how it's going to have to be until I have it. And we don't want to not hear the records, okay? So I try to kind of like squeeze those in here some way. But I think not till 56. I think I have another repro in 56. We'll talk about that one. I had a chance to buy an original. But anyway, let's move into 1954 now and fill a request for UK listener Indrajit Advani. Wants to send this one out to Johnny G's listeners in the chat room. And this vocalist, pianist, harmonica player born October 24th, 1925 in Hollywood, Tennessee. I didn't even know there was a Hollywood, Tennessee. First started recording for Apollo Records back in 1949 as Big Willie when he was 24 years old. But I have featured 78s by him on that Thursday show, I think on Aristocrat. Okay, and with his Blues Rockers from 1950. But this is his sixth release for Leonard Chess's Chess record label. Now, the members of his band, well, his name is Willie Mabin, and the members of his band were Paul King on trumpet, Harold Ashby, wait a minute, sorry here, Bill Martin, wait a minute, or Charlene, or, so we don't know for sure. Somebody said this, Bill Martin or Paul King on trumpet. That sounds like you, Big Dave, writing something like that. Harold Ashby on, or maybe this is from the Discogs that they have, possibly. Alan Ashby, Hubert Robertson on tenor sax, Bill Anderson on bass, Oliver Coleman on drums, and of course Willie Mabin on piano, and of course doing the vocals here. And this tune written by Mel London. Mel London, he was the owner of Chief Records, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't that right? So I don't know. This is from October 1954, going out to UK listener Indrajit Advani, Willie Mabin on chess. And Tony says she has some of this now on her arm. She was cutting some branches outside. She's got Poison Ivy is the name of the tune. Here you go, Indrajit, for you.
Now, cat, don't touch that gal there, please. You'll get wasted, knocked to your knees. No, I don't like to brag. I don't like to say what I'll do. But I'm like poison ivy, I'll break out all over you. Every day when I shave, when my house coat, two men have to hold me or I'll cut my throat. No, I don't like to brag, I don't like to say what I'll do. But I'm like poison ivy, I'll break out all over you. Well, I bought me a blade, one that I could afford. Too long to be a knife and too short to be sword. No, I don't like to brag, I don't like to say what I'll do. But I'm like poison ivy, I'll break out all over you. Got smart with my knees. Now he wears a sign saying, rest in peace. No, I don't like to brag. I don't like to say what I do. But I'm like poison ivy, I'll break out all over you. Now I don't claim to be bad, don't claim to be strong. I just like to keep bad people from doing me wrong. No, I don't like to brag, I don't like to say what I do. But I'm like poison ivy, I'll break out all over ya.
Okay, there you go. October 1954 release there for Willie Mabon. Willie Mabon on the Chess record label, going out to Indrajit Advani in the UK. Poison Ivy is the name of the tune. Johnny G, highly allergic to poison ivy. If I go, when I used to walk down, when we had the lakes here, there was like a pathway. It was a bikeway you can walk, and it was, forest. It was a big, they paved it so people were riding their bikes and you can walk. And on the side is all this poison ivy. So when the wind would blow, okay, if there was a breeze and it was a humid day, the droplets or whatever, or the vapor of it, forget about it for Johnny G. Normally, if I would get it on my face when I was going to grammar school, and I would get poison. I would have to put calamine lotion. It was pink. I went to school with calamine lotion on my face. And what happens is I would pick it, and you're not supposed to do that because the oils, you can spread it. And it was funny because in gym class they said you can't participate in gym because I couldn't shower or whatever. So they said, you can't play. Not with that on there. You can't play. So I didn't play, but I had it, and it's not good because you can get an infection from it too. But I'm highly allergic to poison. I guess my sister is too. She cut some branches out there from the next door neighbor. She doesn't do great. The neighbor doesn't cut their she's got these like pricker bushes growing over, and she doesn't want it to scratch the car, so she went out and cut it. But anyway, there you go, poison ivy. Let us continue here. We are in the 1954 block, and you all know this group from Gary, Indiana. This is a request for listener George Chestnut. They recorded for Vivian Carter's VJ record label. Now, George requested their fourth release, okay, and this tune written by the lead singer, but it's not Pookie Hudson, who was normally the lead singer of the Spaniels. It was Willie C. Jackson on lead here from September of 1954 for George Chestnut. Here are the Spaniels on VJ, and the tune is called Play It Cool. Here you go, George, for you, the Spaniels.
look here, Daddy. Don't you forget. A life's no good without a cigarette. Yeah, so Mary, she says, Willie, see, do you love me? Do you really? Do you really? Do you really love me? How many more years will it be before yes, I can smoke? You know my paw jumped out my pocket, got on a camel, rolled across the Chesterfield. Daddy cost more gold. They say it's just a lucky strike. Now they all stand back and play that cool. Yes, play it cool. That's right. Everybody. And play it cool.
Okay, there you go. That one there by request for listener George Chestnut. Those are the Spaniels. That's not Pookie Hudson on lead there. That is Willie C. Jackson, the lead singer on that. I think Marvin Pod told me that Alan Freed played that side on the radio. From September 1954, those are the Spaniels on VJ. Play It Cool is the name of the tune. That comes on red vinyl also. I don't have this one. I have a couple of their others on red vinyl, but not that one. But there you go for George Chestnut. Let us continue here, 1954. Let's fill a request for listener James Stone in our YouTube chat room. And he requested the Billy Moore Quartet, although I think there's a female in this quartet. And I saw that, Charlene, I did find the name of her, but I guess you didn't find it. But this Billy Moore was a jazz pianist, arranger, and composer, originally from Parkersburg, West Virginia. And they had 2 releases on the MGM record label, and this is their first. And I think, I don't know if I think I did because I quickly researched this, but I'm surprised you requested this side, James. I thought more so you would have requested the flip, but maybe not. But we'll play the side you requested from August 1954. This is the Billy Moore Quartet on MGM, and maybe somebody could enlighten me on what this potentially would mean, okay? But it's the name of the tune is called Out of the Bushes, and this is going out to James Stone in our YouTube chat room, the Billy Moore Quartet from August 54. Here you go, James, for you.
One of these days, something's gonna jump out the bushes and grab you. One of these days. One of these days, something's gonna jump out the bushes and grab you. One of these days. Last night about 3:30, underneath the willow tree, I saw you, but you didn't see me. What was you doing behind that tree? Oh boy! One of these days, something's gonna jump out the bushes and grab you. One of these days. One of these days, something's gonna jump out the bushes and grab you. you one of these days. One of these days, something's gonna jump out the bushes and grab you. One of these days. As you know, I went to school just to learn the golden rule. If you want to play it cool, please don't take me for a fool. Oh boy, one of these days, something's gonna jump out the bushes and grab you. One of these days. 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 One of these days.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to James Stone in our YouTube chat room. That's the Billy Moore Quartet. That's their first of two on the MGM record label from August 1954. Out of the Bushes is the name of the tune. Somebody's going to come out and grab you. Maybe that's a Halloween tune, we can say. But anyway, let us. I didn't know that I probably do. Did the Treniers do that on OK? Is that one of their releases on OK Records? I always thought that was okay. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Tony Barcia in our YouTube chat. Now, this record can be considered a collector corner record, although my collector corner record is on the the Club 51 label, 1956. But anyway, this could be a collector corner record. I bought this from Spence Wooten a long time ago, and I will tell you it's not a cheap 45, okay? Not to get it on the original label. But this group hails from Cleveland, Ohio, and this is on a label called Capri Records. Now, the A side of this is a tune called Faith, Hope, and Charity that disc jockey Alan Freed played, okay, on his WJW radio program in Cleveland. But Tony Barcia requested the flip side. This features Richard Howard on lead. Karen Efron, I think you like this record too, if I'm not mistaken. And also I think Gordy Freeman does too. Many of my listeners have requested this very rare tune from May of 1954. Let's give a listen to the Spartans. The Spartans on the Capri label for Tony Barcia in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Lost. Here you go, Tony, for you, the Spartans.
I was lost in an endless twilight in a land of ever in between, where the day held no beauty and the night revealed no dreams. I was tossed like a leaf in autumn in a world that never offered love, where the trees never blossomed and the clouds its stars above. But then you appeared like the sun when the clouds depart. You smiled and touched my hand, and Lord,
Okay, there you go, Tony Barcia. That I got to really say for the early collecting people, they like that. I like that record a lot too. If you like early vocal group harmony, that is, and they're from Cleveland, Ohio, and that is a great tune. It is. I like that side better for some reason. I don't know why. May 1954. Those are the Spartans. Richard Howard on lead for that. A song entitled Lost on Capri Records, and that's going out to Tony Barcia in our YouTube chat room. And what I wanted to say something else about this. Oh, you were talking about the Spartans, Busta Bass. My nephew has his first game. He is a starter. He is offensive lineman. I think he's a guard on Colgate, and they'll be playing Fordham University on Friday night at 6 o'clock, I think. So I got the sign-in. So, of course, his grandparents want to watch that game, and my brother will be there. So we wish my luck to my nephew, Little Bobby is his name. But he's not little. He's a big guy. Anyway, let us continue here. And we heard from the Five Royales earlier. I played it for Record Ralph, who was in our YouTube chat. Well, they returned this time with a request for Edmund Williams. And first, of course, they recorded for Apollo Records. Then in 1954, they would sign with, well, I played an Apollo release, but they would sign with Sid Nathan's King Records in 1954, and this was their very first release on the King label, a tune written by Loman Pauling, and this again features Johnny Tenor on lead from August 1954 by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. Here are the Five Royales with I'm Gonna Run It Down. Here you go, Edmund, for you, the Five Royales.
Look what I see. Well, I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. Man, I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. She can look me like she wants to, but I'm gonna run it down. 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 Man, I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. She can look me like she wants to, but I'm gonna run it down. You smack me all in my face, beat me across the head. There's nothing in the world you can do that'll make me change what I said. Oh, I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. Man, I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. She do me like she wants to, but I'm gonna run it down. She need in the waist size a waltz, wide across the hips as a horse. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. Man, I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. She can do me like she wants to, but I'm gonna run it down. Man, I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. She can do me like she wants to, but I'm gonna run it down. She can go way down through the ground, come out on the other side. She can go here, or she can go there. I'll follow her 1,000 miles. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. Man, I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down. She can do me like she wants to, but I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down.
I'm gonna run that down. Yes, sir. Y'all gonna get the last thing I do. I'm gonna run that down.
I'm gonna run it down.
When I catch it,
I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it down.
run there.
I'm gonna run it down.
Down.
I'm gonna run it down.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room. That is Sound of the Five Royales. Their first release on Sid Nathan's King Records from August 1954. I'm Gonna Run It Down is the name of the tune. Johnny G ain't running down anything. Not with my bad knees. It's lucky that I'm good. I'm okay enough to come up the stairs here to the no. Well, actually, this is the attic. I was going to say something else. No humidity basement. It's easy going down there, but not coming up. But anyway, let us continue here. We got one more from the year 1954, and it's a request for listener Troy Goodall in our YouTube chat room. He requested the great Ray Charles, and this was his seventh release on the Atlantic label. He had about 28 releases between 1952 and 1960, and this is a tune he wrote, and this was a number one R&B hit for him from December 1954. Going out to listener Troy Goodall. Here is Ray Charles and Band on Atlantic Records. It's called I've Got a Woman. Here you go, Troy, for you. Ray Charles.
Well, I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh yeah, say I got a woman way over town, good to me. Oh yeah, she give me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a kind of friend indeed. I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh yeah, she says loving early in the morning just for me. Oh yeah, she says loving early in the morning just for me. Oh yeah, she says loving just for me. Oh, she loves me so tenderly. I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh yeah. She's there to love me both day and night. Never grumbles or fusses, always treats me right. Never running in the streets and leaving me alone. She knows a woman's place is right there now in her home. I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh yeah, say I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh yeah, oh she's my baby, don't you understand? Yeah, I'm a lover man. I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh yeah, don't you know she's all right? Don't you know she's all right? She's all right, she's all right. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, there you go. That one there by request for Troy Goodall. That is the sound of Ray Charles on the Yellow and Black Atlantic label, Without the Fan. Okay, that's the first press. In December 1954, his seventh release for the Atlantic folks, the song he wrote, Ray Charles with I've Got a Woman is the name of the tune. And let us continue here. I added a bonus track here. Tony Barcia knows this tune because he had it on a 78, but it's not that easy to find on a 45, and I can't tell you much about this gal, but I know the label's out of Philadelphia, PA. It's called the Rollin' Label, and there's 2 releases on this label. Of course, you know the one by the Dreamers, a song called Melba, backed with No Man is an Island. And the first release, though, is by this gal. She goes by the name of Tangerine, and she's being backed up by Larry Peel and the Philitones, okay, whoever they are. I don't know, but it's really a thick press. This is really, really a thick record, okay? And I guess I think it's from late 54, early 1955. Her name is Tangerine. Tangerine with Larry Peel and the Philitones on Rollin' Records, and it's a bonus track. And this is what Johnny G can be considered, a Cadillac baby. Here you go, a bonus track with Tangerine.
Oh, Cadillac, baby, how that guy like to ride. Oh, Cadillac, baby, how that guy like to ride. Well, he rides so much, he's about to run me wild. Well, he rode all night, yes, and the night before. Well, he rode all night, yes, and the night before. Well, he's coming back tonight. I think we're gonna ride some more. Oh, oh, I'll sit ride, baby, ride. Ride on. 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 Ride, baby, ride all night Well, I got a long tall daddy, God knows he knows how to rock. Well, I got a long tall daddy, God knows he knows how to rock. Well, when he starts to rockin' me, you never know when to stop. Oh, I'll sit ride, baby, ride. Ride on. 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 Ride, baby, ride all night long.
Okay, that is a bonus track here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Tony Barcia says late 1954, Charlene, so we'll go with that. It's better than anything else. That's Tangerine on the Rollin' label. Cadillac Baby is the name of the 2, because I like Cadillacs. I own 2 DTSs. Of course, I'm in a Honda now. It's a big, big difference, but it's all right. It's just, I was just into the ride. But anyway, Karen Efron, if you had that scheduled to play, you should have sent me. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I don't know. I didn't know you were going to play that, and I don't know if you want to surprise me with your list or let me know your list when you're coming here. So I didn't know that you were going to play that, but you can play the flip side of this. Anyway, that would be a good thing to do. That is Tangerine on the Rollin' record label. We're just rolling along here in the 1955 block. Let's fill a request now for Gary Spring in Canada. This group, though, originally from Tacoma, Washington, and they were singing as members of the choir at the Bethlehem Baptist Church while attending Lincoln High School. And then they relocated to Los Angeles and they signed with Imperial Records. And they had 5 releases on the label. Now, Gary requested their second release, co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Billy Gold. Okay, he's on lead here from June of 1955. I have this on the shiny red and the blue and the shiny blue, so I don't know which one is first. But this one plays a little better. From June 55, let's give a listen to the Barons. The Barons on Imperial. It's called My Dream, My Love. And this is for Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, Gary, for you, the Barons.
My dream, my love, you are my everything. My dream, my love, you are my all. I love you more, yes, than stars above. You are my heart, my life, my dream, my love. You came to me with your arms open wide, and you promised that you'll always be at my side when life's no more. Yes, and death has come. You'll always be forever my dream, my love. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. That is the sound of the Barons on the Imperial record label. That is their second release from June of 1955. Billy Gold is the lead singer there. My Dream, My Love is the name of the tune. A great group, the Barons, for Gary Spring. Let us continue here. Dennis Fawcett, okay, on the weekend shows, okay, the Wednesday shows, okay, and sometimes I mess up, like I didn't see Kid Kilowatt in the Wednesday show. I wish I had like a thing that would tell me the people that are in the chat room at the time, because I miss a lot of and that's why I say after I play the record, okay, if you're in the chat room, if I see you say hello then, because then I'll look at the chat after I play the record. But if you're saying hi to me while I'm talking, okay, then, or putting on the record, then I'm going to miss it, okay? But the Wednesday show, I'll play the record if you're there in the chat room. Sometimes I can't get them all in, though, unfortunately. But on this show, and Charlene likes this show better because it's much easier to manage, I pre-plan what I'm going to play. And if I'm going to play your request, although some of you give me multiple requests, and some of you only give me one, which makes it very difficult for me, unless you know I have it. So I'll play it by year. Okay, so if you're going to request something from 1957 for this show, it's going to be toward midnight, or maybe a little bit after midnight, maybe, because I got like 40 records tonight. So it might be a little bit after that. But if you request something early, it'll be in the early part of the program. Again, same thing goes for Sunday night. Okay, that is just on the weekend shows, not for the Soul Show. If I see you in there, I'll play it for you or have it lined up to play. But anyway, that's how this works, okay, for those of you that are not familiar. So when people come in and say, where's my request, if you tell me that, you know, and that's why it's important to remember what you send me, okay, for this show. Dennis, okay, but your record is next, okay, and I knew I would put it earlier in the 1955 block. And that's what I say when I answer people back. This is in the 1954 block, or this will be in the 1961 block, which will be on Sunday. That's how I do my show. And so people know when to, like, come in. I don't expect you all to sit around for 3 hours, even though I do, and many of you do, which is a very cool thing. But let us continue here. We are in the 1955 block. We fill a request for Dennis Fawcett in our YouTube chat room, and he requested this singer-songwriter and pianist from Wellington, Kansas, okay, first recording for Capitol Records, I think, in the night from between 1953 and 1955, but he would sign with Mercury Records for 11 releases. Now, Dennis requested his first release, okay, and this is actually a cover song. All right, and I'm gonna play the cover first, and then I'm gonna play the original because someone did request the original, and that would be David Fields requested the original, which came out in July of 1951. Okay, by this gal born in Mansfield, Texas. She was the sister to Florence Handy, who recorded on the Carney label in 1965. That I don't know. I don't know that record. Is that right? Charlene, 65? I don't know. But she recorded in the 1940s and the early 1950s for Capitol Records. And it was her second release on the Capitol label with Don Ray. Okay, you're going to hear a male voice there. Don Ray. And I think hold on a second. The label owner gets, the band leader gets credit, Freddie Slack. But the original was done by Ella Mae Morse along with Don Ray. Don Ray, that's the voice you'll hear in the background. It says vocal with piano and rhythm section. And I'm gonna play them back to back. And this one's from July 51, but we're gonna hear the cover that Dennis Fawcett requested first, and his name is Chuck Miller is the singer's name. It's from May 55 on the Mercury label, and the song is called The House of Blue Lights. Here you go, Dennis, for you, Chuck Miller.
Well, lace up your boots and we'll walk on down to a knocked-out shack on a edge of town. There's an 8-beat combo that just won't quit. Keep a walking till you see a blue light lit fall in there, and you'll dig some sight. Done at the house of blue light. There's fryers, broilers, a Detroit barbecued ribs, but the treat of the trade is when they serve you all those fine 8 beats. You want to spend the rest of your brights down at the house of blue lights. And we'll walk on down to a knocked-out shack on an edge of town. There's an 8-beat combo that just won't quit. Keep a walking till you see a blue light lit fall in there, and you'll dig some sight. Done at the house of blue lights. There's fryers, broilers, a Detroit barbecue ribs, but the treat of the train is when they serve you all those fine 8 beats. You want to spend the rest of your brights, then at the house of blue lights.
Oh, there, man, slow down, take it easy. You're back in Detroit now. Take it easy there, man. Whoa, slow down there, boy. Well, what you say, baby? You look ready as Mr. Freddie this black. How about you and me going spinning at the track?
What's that, homie? If you think I'm going dancing on a dime, your clock is ticking on the wrong time.
Well, what's your pleasure, treasure? You call the plays, I'll dig the ways.
Hey, Daddy-o, I'm not so crude as to drop my mood on a square from way back. I'm in there and have to dig life with father, and I mean father slack.
Well, baby, your play gives my wig a solid flip. You snap the whip, I'll make the trip.
Well, lace up your boots and we'll room on down to a knocked-out shack on the edge of town. There's an 8-beat combo that just won't quit. Keep walking till you see a blue light lit. Fall in there and we'll see some sights at the house of blue lights. There's fryers and broilers and Detroit barbecue ribs, but the treat of the treats is when they serve you those fine 8 beats. You want to spend the rest of your brights down at the house of blue lights. While we dig those tunes like they should be dug. It's a real homecoming for all those cats. Just really down the path of a welcome mats. Fall in there and we'll see some sights at the house of blue lights.
Okay, there you go. So that's the original version of the tune. Although, see, so when Charlene checks to see if it was her... Charlene, did you see if she had other earlier releases on the Capitol label? Because Big Dave says this was recorded originally in April of 1946. Was it that track, Big Dave, that it was? Because Reed mentioned he had another version of that tune. But I think that was the original. Capitol may have re-released it in July of 1951 on the 45. Originally, it was probably from April of 46. Sounds like it could have been from then, but it's close, I guess. But there you go. That one there going out to David Fields, Ella Mae Morse, along with Don Ray there on the Capitol record label House of Blue Lights. Prior to that, we heard the cover version from May of 55 as done by Chuck Miller on the Mercury label. The House of Blue Lights is the name of the tune. Maybe Johnny G should get some blue lights here. I really want to change the dynamics of the studio up here. I talked to my sister about it. It's going to help me. Maybe I'll make some blue lights back here. make a little bit more room back there, get rid of some of this old stuff up here. Never really thought about it to make the studio look a little bit more presentable. That might be a cool thing to do. I'll think about it. But anyway, let us continue here. And up next, I called this, I had to pick at least a rare record, at least a 4-figure record, although I didn't play 4 figures for this record. It was interesting. This is on the Club 51 label. I still need the Kingsman on the Club 51. I had a chance to get Jay Monroe's copy. At the time, he wanted $3,000 for the record, that Kingsman 45, but I was unemployed at the time, so unemployment was not going to cover that record. So I just couldn't get it. I had to be very selective in what I was buying when I was not working. But I was always pretty much working and would have been able to purchase that, but I just couldn't do it when he had it. But anyway, but I did get this one, and I won a record. I won a record on States, I think, and I forget what it was. It might have been a Strollers on States, was a mint copy. So I went to meet Mood Lighting. Okay, Mood Lighting. But well, that's why sometimes when I wear a darker shirt, the background looks different colors. It's because how the camera focuses. So I need like more light behind me, I think. But anyway, so I didn't. So only I had somebody come do the studio, but not give me the lighting stuff about it. But anyway, I said, can I come pick the record up, because he was in northern New Jersey. And I said, well, you know, I'm working in Lyndhurst. I was working for Sony Music, Sony BMG, and I said I'm working in their digital downloads in the accounting department, and they don't know what they were doing. So I was creating all their stuff, you know, how to account for this stuff. So I said, look, on my way home, I'll meet you. Can I meet you at the Park and Ride on the Garden State Parkway? And I'll bring cash with me. And good thing I brought extra cash. So I said, I'll be driving in the, I think I had a 2010 silver Cadillac DTS. You'll see me. Not that he knew who I was, but he told me what car he was driving. So I pull up, and he comes in the car seat, sitting next to me, and he's got a brown box of 45s. So he says, well, here's your record. And it was $50 or whatever it was. So then he takes out, and I forget, it was this Club 51, and they were all in the brown sleeves, unplayed. So this one and something else on States. It was like a couple of blues artists, I think something on Parrot and whatever. So he said, would you be interested in these records? And I said, and there were like 8 of them, I think, and they were all mint. And I said to him, I said, how much do you want? He says, well, I want $100 a piece for the 8. So I said, well, it's a deal. I says, I'll give you $800 for the records. So he says, you got it? I said, you're not going to write me a check? I said, no, I'll give you cash. So I gave him cash, and I got this record and 7 others. And that's how I did the deal for this one. It was somebody on eBay that I bought, that I ended up finding this record. And it was on a bunch of want lists, too. It's not that easy to find, so I was like kind of shocked I had this. But I like this record a lot. And this is our Collector Corner record of the night, okay, as we are in the 1955 block, as we go to Chicago now, and to Lillian and James Davis's Club 51 label. And this is a female lead with male backing, and I'm sure many of you are familiar with the 4 buddies that recorded Dolores in May of 1955 on the Club 51. But prior to that release, they backed up 2 other artists on the label, and I have them in my collection. Well, the other one, I have their other record, but one artist was Rudy Green. Okay, he was one. And the other, with their second, was this jazz singer by the name of Bobby James, a.k.a. Bobby Mitchell. Okay, that's her real name. And, of course, this is a cover tune. This song was originally written and recorded by Ivory Joe Hunter, 1952 or something? He did it on the MGM label. But this one's from April 55, and it is our Collector Corner record of the night, although the Spartans would definitely fit that bill. But let's give a listen to Bobby James and the Four Buddies on the Club 51 label, and her rendition of the tune, I Need You So. Here you go, Bobby James and the Four Buddies.
I need you so to keep me happy. If I can't have you, I cannot go on. I miss your arms around me tightly. Yes, I miss them nightly when you're not at home. When day is done, I miss you so. I lie awake to hear a knock upon the door. When you leave, I'll try not to come back in a hurry, 'cause I need you so. When day is done, I miss you so. I lie awake to hear your knock upon the door. When you leave, I'll try not to come back in a hurry, 'cause I need you
So, folks, what did you think of the Collector Corner 45? Johnny G picked that one there from April 1955, the sound of Bobby James and the Four Buddies on the Club 51 label out of Chicago. I Need You So. Great tune, originally done by Ivory Joe Hunter on the MGM record label. So it was funny that I was getting IMs on my Soul show because I play the first five records that I play are my selections. So the people are like, Johnny G, why don't you do the whole show? I said, no. I said, this is a collector's show. I'm glad just to interject a few records into the program is really how to do it. That's what I say. So I'm glad that you like Johnny G's selections here. I think I'm going to have another one soon. Let us continue. Here we are in the 1955 block. Let's fill a request for Daniel Kubacki. I think you requested, if not all of this singer's records here, at least on the Post label. Of course, he sang with a group called the Blenders on the R&B record label. Okay, Late Rising Moon was the tune that a lot of the collectors know, but this is a solo effort for, and on the August 8th show, I played the flip side of this on the Post record label. It was a subsidiary of Lou Chudd's Imperial label. Somebody Stole My Girl From Me, as done by Earl Curry. And Daniel requested the flip side. This was his second of two on the Post record label. I think, is there a group on this? I don't think so. But it's written by the singer. His name is Earl Curry, September 1955, for Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. Earl Curry with Special Girl. This is for Daniel on the Post label. Here you go.
Somewhere in this world there's a special girl that God made just for me. I know that someday He'll send her my way. That's what I believe. Somewhere in this world there's a special girl, and soon in my arms she'll be. I'll give her my heart, she'll give me her heart. That's what I believe. Both night and day for the right girl I pray. I know I'll get a true heart, and because of the one who'll give her to me, only through death will we part. Somewhere in this world there's a special, special girl getting closer and closer to me. Somewhere in this world there's a real special girl. People, that's what I believe.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. That is the sound of Earl Curry, his second of two on the Post label, September 55 release. Special Girl is the name of the tune. John G sticking another bonus track here. This was a record that George Doowop Tompkins turned me on to. I was in high school at the time, writing down songs I did not know. It took me years sometimes to get some of these records. This was one of them, okay, on the RCA subsidiary Groove label. And I don't have much info on this group. They were called the Sycamores. You know, so not only were groups named after birds and cars and what else, I guess you can be named after a tree. Can you think of any other tree groups that were named after the Maples, which is a great record? Here's one by the Sycamores. It's their only release on the Groove record label, a tune written by Billy Dawn Smith and Marguerite James, which is an alias for band leader Teddy Powell, from September 55. A bonus track, a great two-sided 45. Here are the Sycamores with Darling. It's a question. Darling, is it true? Here you go. A bonus for the Sycamores.
I was walking down the street, hoping someone I would meet would say you love me, still adored me the way you used to do. But they told me I had been just another friends, and it left me oh so blue. Darling, is it true? Is it true? I couldn't believe one word that reached my ears. For how could you deceive the one who's loved you so many years? But now I find out for myself without asking someone else, for I'll hear it straight from you. Darling, is it true? Out for myself without asking someone else, for I'll hear it straight from you. Darling, is it true? Darling, is it true?
Okay, there you go. That is a bonus track Johnny G selected there. Sound of the Sycamores. I gotta read what Tony Barcia says here. And that one there, September 1955, great two-sided 45. The Sycamores there on the Groove label. Darling, is it true, is the question. Tony Barcia mentions when hanging out with Billy Dawn, who was the writer of that tune, at the Rhythm Records, it's Kenny Fuchs Rhythm Records. I guess Tony bought the record then and played it, and Billy had no idea that this group recorded it because he wrote it for a white artist for RCA. Did he say who that was? He didn't know. He just wrote the song. Well, Billy Dawn Smith wrote lots of great tunes. If you look at all the early releases on the co-ed record label with the Johnny Maestro, they're all written by him. He had a lot of and not only that, but so many other great tunes. Anyway, Johnny G is your disc jockey for a Saturday evening. This is, I'll be back tomorrow evening beginning at 9 p.m. We'll pick up where we left off in the 1957 block. We are in the 1955 block, although I just got one more left in the 1955 block. And if you want to make a request on a future Vinyl Treasures show, you can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com, or if you have a birthday shout-out, you want to do that also. And again, this is our second show of the week. Next week we'll have 4, because this next tune is a request for Bill Olb, and he will be my in-studio guest this coming Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the afternoon. 1 in the afternoon, Bill Olb will be my special guest to present his original album-only tracks. So Johnny G was practicing. I did a video with me practicing to play these LPs. Okay, but he'll be featuring 1960s artists. So if you're into tune in for gospel or 1950s stuff, no, it's 1960s artists, including some bonus features. This will take place on Thursday, August 27th, 2026, from 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that is a show only on YouTube, because I'm broadcasting live on Oldies and More Radio. KKSM may pick it up at a later date, because I'm also on the KKSM radio out of Palomar College out in California. That is on Sunday mornings at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 9 p.m. here on the East Coast. And I don't know what show, whatever Zeb picks, He airs that on KKSM. But Bill will be here featuring 1960s artists, including primarily vocal groups from the 60s that had hit singles, but these will be unknown tunes to you, okay? And they would be, and they're all on LPs, and these are from all over, not only here in the U.S., but also albums from other places of the world. And there'll be tracks taken from the collections of both Bill Olb and Gordy Freeman. And the quality should be high grade, although, I mean, which Bill has always a strive to collect mint records in his collection. He really doesn't want anything like VG, unless it was like, you know, on the cheap side. He's not going to turn away a Lark's record for $5, you know, on red vinyl. But if it's whipped, but he likes all mint records, and Bill's shows have been great with the records that he features here, and he takes pride in that, and I do too. But it's not that easy to find mint records all the time. And again, you have to live within your means. That's what I say. But anyway, I'll be showing you the LP tracks. I mean, the LP covers, and I'll show you the LP, so you'll see all that. So mark your calendars for the 27th. Looking forward to have Bill Olb here in the studio. And this is a request for Bill as we go to Dootsy Williams' Dutone record label for this R&B singer blues. Well, actually, let's see. Well, actually, the band leader on this is Roy Milton, but the singer, this is a gal. Her name is Mickey Champion. Her real name, Mildred Salier. I'm not going to read the other stuff there. She was raised in Lake Charles, Louisiana, but she ended up out in Dootsy Williams' Dutone label out in California. And she recorded in the early 1950s with releases on RPM, Aladdin, and Modern. This one's on Dutone Records from November 55. Let's give a listen to Mickey Champion, okay? But Roy Milton gets the top billing. And this is on Dutone Records, and the song is called I Am Woman. This is going out to Bill Olb in New Jersey. Here you go, Bill, for you, Mickey Champion. Okay, there you go. That one there by request for Bill Olben, New Jersey. That's the sound of Mickey Champion. Mickey Champion being backed up by Roy Milton and his band from November 1955, Dootsy Williams, Dewtone Records out of Los Angeles, California. I'm a Woman is the name of the tune. Well, she knows she is, and she's singing about it as we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Let's move into 1956 and fill a request for Bill Sheriff. Now, this is not an original, okay? And I don't have, this was on a 78 too. Tony Barcy, I think you once posted a 78 of this. But I had a chance to buy this record a long time ago. So I was dealing with the Ted Artkowski he's out of Pennsylvania, and I would get lists from him, and he would do some auctions and some set sales. So he tells me that Fred Bond, and he knew Fred Bond well, and not that I did a lot of business with Fred at the time, but he was getting some records from Dave Antrell's collection. Either Kevin Antrobus was, because Kevin Antrobus was selling Dave Antrell's collection after he passed away. It was a while. Jerry Diaz was involved and was holding some of the records and whatnot. So anyway, he said, well, Johnny, can we send you some records open? And I said, well, what are you going to send me? And he gave me a couple of them. I think it was the Twilighters on MGM. It was this record, and it was another one. And there were prices on them, and they were all pricey. So I played this record, and I said, I can't take this. And not for that price. I'm not going to do it. I mean, if you want to charge me that amount of money for the record, if it's mint, then I have no qualms over it. He goes, well, but I'm not going to pay that for a record that doesn't play well. And this is a reproduction that I'm playing, which is like, okay, it doesn't even sound the greatest. But this record is hard as it is generally, but I just didn't think at the time that I could afford it to pay that amount of money. But so I've never seen another copy of it since, and I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I have. But anyway, if there was a 78, I would probably go for it too. But it's a hard record to find, and this would definitely qualify as a collector corner record. But this is not an original, but I'm going to play it for Bill Sheriff. This group is out of Long Beach, California, and this was their only release on a label called Spitfire Records, which was out of Los Angeles. And the group included Johnny Calloway, Lyrois, is that how you say that? Lyrois. Lyrois Malone, Bobby Miles, Roy Sweet Pea Richards, and Joe Hardley. Okay, collectively they were known as the Velveteers. Okay, the Velveteers. And they get writer, let me see. Well, it said there were only, well, I don't know, Charlene, was this in the Kreider book? Where'd you get 6 copies? Was that on 45 Cat, maybe? Said there were 6 copies of the record? Okay, so it's expensive, folks. From February 56, by request for Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room, let's give a listen to the Velveteers on Spitfire. It's called Tell Me You're Mine. This is on a reproduction. It is not an original. Here you go, Bill, for you, the Velveteers.
I dream of you. But I don't know just what to do. Just as the fish loves over the sea. Oh, my darling, won't you love me? Won't you tell me you'll always be mine? Oh, darling, tell me you're mine.
Okay, there you go. Well, that is not an original, folks. That is a reproduction. Okay, so Karen, I wish I had a real one of that. It sounds like a real one. The record is mint. I mean, this comes... There were 3 copies in the collection I had. But anyway, there you go. That one there going out to Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Velveteers. Velveteers from February 56 on Spitfire Records. Tell Me You're Mine is the name of the tune. Anyway, let us continue here. And we are in the 1956 block. Let's fill a request now for Delwood Jeff. He requested this artist last week. I played him on the Sunday show. I featured his 7th release on Sam Phillips' Sun label called Lend Me Your Comb. And I'm talking about rockabilly singer Carl Perkins. It was Carl Lee Perkins, I guess his name. Began recording for Sam Phillips' legendary Sun label. Let's see here. This is his 3rd release on the Sun label. This is actually the follow-up to his biggest hit, if you're familiar with the tune Blue Suede Shoes. And this is a song he wrote together with Howard Griffin. This did chart number 70 on Billboard and number 4 on WITH in Baltimore, Maryland. Now, I'm not happy. So I'm looking for this. I have a box. I have one of those white boxes of Sun records because I collected the label, and I would check them off. So the ones I did not have that I may have found in the wild, they were filed in another collection because it wasn't considered vocal groups, so I didn't pull them out of there. I left them in there. So I didn't know what the conditions were because I haven't looked at those records for a long time. So I pulled this record out, and I'm going, please, Johnny, have a better copy of this record. But I did not. I had all his other rare Sun releases in mint condition, but not this one, or Blue Suede Shoes, believe it or not. So it's kind of embarrassing for me to play this record in this condition after you have heard some rare. Listen, you could have eaten off of that Spartans record that I played, okay? But you can't eat off of this one. But I'm going to play it for Delwood Jeff from May of 1950s. And to boot, it's slightly off center. You saw me playing around with it. Let's hope I got it right. If it doesn't sound right, I'm going to kind of shuffle it a little bit. Okay, but here you go for Delwood Jeff from May 56, Carl Perkins on the Sun record label. And I have a better 78. I have a nice 78 of this, but I'm playing the 45. Who thunk it? This is called Boppin' the Blues, and this is going out to Delwood Jeff. This is Carl Perkins. Here you go, Jeff, for you, Carl Perkins.
Well, all my friends are popping the blues, it must be going round. All my friends are popping the blues, it must be going round. I love you, baby, but I must be rhythm bound. Well, the doctor told me, Carl, you don't need no pills. Hey, the doctor told me, boy, you don't need no pills. Just a handful of nickels, a jukebox will cure your ill. Well, all my friends are bopping the blues, it must be going round. All them cats is bopping the blues, it must be going round. I love you, baby, I must be rhythm bound. Well, the old cat bug bit me, but I'll never be the same. I said, all my friends bopping the blues, it must be going round. All my friends bopping the blues, it must be going round. I love you, baby, but I must be rhythm bound. Get it, cat, let's go. Bopping the blues, it must be going round. All them cats is bopping the blues, and it must be going round. I love you, baby, but I must be rhythm bound. Well, Grandpa done got rhythm, and he threw his crutches down. Oh, the old boy done got rhythm and blues, and he threw that crutches down. Grandma, he ain't trifling. Well, the old boy is rhythm bound. All them cats is rocking the blues, and it must be going round. All my friends are bopping the blues, and it must be going round. I love you, baby, I must be rhythm bound. Bop, cat, bop. Rock, rock, rhythm and blues. 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 Rhythm and blues, it must be going round.
Yeah, listen, that record's got more things bad than good, though. Although, Big Dave, I appreciate you saying, didn't sound that bad, but that was not to Johnny G's standards. But we're going to play it for listener Delwood Jeff, May 1956 release there for Carl Perkins on the Sun label. Boppin' the Blues is the name of the tune. I definitely need an upgrade on that. But not the other ones, just that one. Let us continue here. And we are in the 1956 block. Let's fill a request for Amy King in our YouTube chat room. She is Johnny G's chat moderator. And Amy, I think this is the first vocal group record that you've ever requested on the Vinyltreasure show, and it's a good one, too. Okay, my Aunt Mary never owned this 45, but of course she liked it a lot, and she played it off of, and I mentioned the Jubilee LP. I opened up, the show with the Bop Chords on the Holiday record label. That was on the album, and this was, too. Okay, but it was the follow-up to their song, The Closer You Are. And of course, this great group out of Harlem, New York, and they are the Channels. And Sam the Man Taylor played sax on the session. And wait, let's see here. For this record, is it for this record, Charlene, or is that for The Closer You Are? I don't know what it is. Okay, the group include... all right, this is from November of 1956, by request for Amy King. And I don't know what I wrote here, Charlene. It looks like I wrote this, but I don't know what it was. But anyway, here are the Channels. Earl Lewis on lead with the Channels. This is on Bobby Robinson's Whirling Disc record label. And my aunt used to sing this song. She used to do the high falsetto part. I couldn't do it. My voice was too low. I couldn't do it. But anyway, for Amy King in our YouTube chat room, November 56, Earl Lewis and the Channels with The Gleam in Your Eyes. Here you go, Amy, for you, the Channels.
Shooby,
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Amy King in our YouTube chat room. That's a great sound there, November 1956. The follow-up to The Closer You Are by Earl Lewis and the Channels, A Gleam in Your Eyes. That's correct. The Gleam in Your Eyes on Whirling Disc Records. I see what I wrote here, Charlene. I wrote this. So this was one of Earl Lewis's first songwriting efforts. He wrote this tune when he was 10 years old, and he was delivering newspapers in the neighborhood. Now, another fact about this is the high falsetto in the background, because Earl Lewis has the high falsetto, but really the high falsetto is by first tenor Larry Hampton. He's doing the high falsetto. This was their second of 4 on Whirling Disc. Okay, and when the 45 started gaining airplay, Alan Freed was playing this record. Okay, he approached the group and wanted to be their manager. Of course, maybe they heard some things about Alan Freed and they kind of declined. They declined. From that point on, Freed did not play their record anymore. So that was like a get back at you. He stopped playing the record. Then Bobby Robinson, who was the owner of the label, okay, also wanted to manage the group, and they turned him down too. Instead, they hired Floyd Lewis, which angered Robinson, and then stopped really promoting the remainder of their singles. So that's ultimately what happened and why. Well, The Closer You Are was such a big hit for the group, and it's unfortunate that record. And again, he liked them enough to put them on the Rumble album, which was interesting. So anyway, but I like that record, always have, and that's going out to Amy King in our YouTube chat room. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for a listener, or a suggestion, I should say, for Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. How did you know about this record, Larry? Okay, all the way out in Oklahoma City. Okay, but this is on the Earl label. Earl Records was owned by band leader Sammy Lowe and WWRL disc jockey Dr. Jive, a.k.a. Tommy Smalls. Now, this is the first of 2 for this group called The Bachelors. And this side, which is called Dolores, usually you're going to hear Dean Barlow, but no, not on this side. This features Waldo Champin on lead. He also co-wrote the tune from 1956. Let's give a listen to The Bachelors on the Earl label, suggested by Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. And the song is called Dolores. Here you go, Larry, for you, The Bachelors.
Yesterday, my heart, she went astray. You came my way and made less okay. Dolores, I love you. What more can I say? My heart beats for you. I never knew before I met you. My life was so down. You gave a little spark. Dolores, I love you. What more can I say? My heart beats for you. They say that you'll be mine. In your heart, I can find a little place for me. 'Cause I love you. Can't you see? Hey, before yesterday, my heart, she went astray. You came my way and made life's okay. Dolores, I love you. What more can I say? Hey, before yesterday, my heart to in a straight. You came my way, and me, that's okay. Dolores, I love you. What more can I say? My heart beats for you.
Okay, there you go. That one there we're sending out to Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Bachelors. That's not Dean Barlow on lead. That is Waldo Champin. He's the lead singer on that side. Dean Barlow's on lead on the flip side of this 45. From 1956 on Earl Records, Dolores is the name of the tune. Now, in 1957, this group would change their name when they signed with Jerry Winston's Onyx label and record as the Montereys, Dean Barlow and the Montereys. You may know that song called A Dearest One, which is a great tune that they do. And it's interesting, this record, so I used to buy from Goldmine magazine, and David Browder mentioned it. It's still around, but you're not going to see any vocal group records in there. But anyway, I forget her name, but this record belonged to Steve Flam. Does anybody know that name? Steve Flam. I think he was behind the Bim Bam Boom magazines and the label, if I'm not mistaken, I think. And he passed away. And his wife was selling his 45s, and she would take out a full-page ad in Goldmine magazine, and I didn't know. I was just bidding on stuff, so I ended up winning this record like for, I don't know, $13.15, something like that. And it's a little bit grainy on this side. I would probably, if I saw a promo of this, I would probably go for it. They play better. Their other one is Ultra Hard to Find, which I do have. Tell Me Now, I think, is the song, and that plays pretty nice on the promo, but that is a kind of a grainy press on the stock copy. Johnny G babbling on here. Let us continue. We are in the 1956 block. Let's fill a request now for listener David Vilma, as he loves this artist, this blues singer from Dunleith, Mississippi. Have featured him here often on the Vinyl Treasure Show and on the Soul Show also. But David requested his 6th release on Vivian Carter's VJ record label, a tune that he wrote. His name is Jimmy Reed. This one released in January of 56 on the VJ label. The song is called Ain't That Lovin' You Baby. This is going out to David Vilma. Here is Jimmy Reed. Here you go, David, for you. Ah, Johnny, breaking my needle. Jeez. Because I can't see with my cataracts.
To get back home to you. I ain't that loving you, baby. I ain't that loving you, baby. I ain't that loving you, baby. But you don't even know my name. Let me tell you, baby, don't sound like it's true. They could drop me in the ocean, I'll swim to the bank and crawl home to you. I ain't that loving you, baby.
Okay, there you go. Sound of the Blues here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for David Vielma, January 56. Mr. Jimmy Reed on the VJ label, Ain't That Lovin' You Baby. Yes, who mentioned that? Elvis Presley recorded that tune. Somebody mentioned that in the chat room there. But that was his sixth release on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. And we still got, well, I don't have many in 1957, but we got a couple more here from 1956. Let's fill a request now for Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat. I think this is one of your favorite groups, Tommy. You like the Cadillacs. They were out of Harlem, New York, and this is the A side of this. That was played as a great two-sided 45. The A-side is called Zoom, which is the up-tempo side. But Tommy requested the ballad side, and it features Earl Carroll on lead. This is the group's sixth release on Jerry Blaine's Josie label from March 56, going out to Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Cadillacs with You Are. Here you go, Tommy, for you, the Cadillacs.
You are so much to me. You are so very close to me. You are the soul deep in my heart. You are the girl I love. You are my enemy. You are, and yet my ecstasy. You are the flame deep in my heart. You are the girl for me. I've tried in vain with someone new to take the place of you. I live to learn there can never be anybody like you are to me. You are my only loss. You are, and yet my only gain would be to be just the way you are to me. You are.
Yeah, it's a great ballad there by the Cadillacs there. Their sixth release by request for Tommy Albergo. That's on Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label. And that is Earl Carroll on lead with the Cadillacs from March 56, the flip side of Zoom, a song titled You Are. And you are listening to the Vinyl Treasure Show as we're starting to wind down here on the program. If you have a request on a future Vinyl Treasure Show, email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Please give me a thumbs up if you like what you're hearing. If you're new to the program, tell your friends about it as we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. And I don't want to jinx myself and say something, but I haven't seen somebody around as I normally would have said already a while back on the Wednesday show for the Soul Show. But I'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. We'll pick it up from 57 through I think 63 is the last record that I'll be playing on tomorrow night's show. But we are in the 56 block. Let's fill a request now for John Cummins as we stay in Harlem, New York, for this group. Now, these guys first recorded as the Dovers on Bess Berman's Apollo Records, and they backed up Miriam Great on that. They were Miriam Great and the Dovers, but they would change their name to the Vocal Tones. And John requested their third and final release for the Apollo record label. And this one here features Bobby Johnson on lead from August of 1956. Now, Big Dave Swinger, is this a Jimmy Wright and his orchestra kind of moonlighting on this one? Possibly, I'd say. Is that correct? Oh, you see that? You see what I did? I jinxed myself. And I didn't say their name. And they're out there. Anyway, from August 56, going out to John Cummins, here are the Vocal Tones on Apollo. It's called I'll Never Let You Go. Here you go, John, for you, the Vocal Tone. Okay, there you go. That's going out to listener John Cummins, the sound of the... I'm trying to get my bearings straight here. The Vocal Tones there, that is with Bobby Johnson on lead, with Jimmy Wright and the orchestra, not mentioned on the label. Moonlighting here, recording for Bess Berman's Apollo Records. August 1956, the Vocal Tones with I'll Never Let You Go. Another great group. Both A and B sides are excellent for that group. Let us continue one more from the year 1956, and it's a duo, and it's a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room as we head out to Los Angeles, California, to the Bahari Brothers Modern record label. This duo had 3 releases on the Modern record label, and I think this was their first. And this was their biggest hit, was number 45 on the Billboard chart. And this is from April of 1956. They were Eugene Church and Jesse Belvin. They recorded as The Clicks. And this is with Maxwell Davis and the orchestra, going out to Adrian Viterbo, The Clicks on Modern. And the original version of the tune, The Girl in My Dreams. Here you go, from April 56, for Adrian in our YouTube chat room. Here we go.
Girl of my dreams, where are you? Girl of my dreams, I'm so blue, do how I yearn, how I long for you. Ooh, do, if I could just hold your hand, surely then you would understand that it's you I adore forevermore. A love like mine is hard to find. It's a fire, it's a raging flame. Although you won't hear my plea, that love is raging just the same. Girl of my dreams, what shall I do? Girl of my dreams, I'm sad and blue, can't go on without you, girl of my dreams. A love like mine is hard to find. It's a fire, it's raging flame. Although you won't hear my plea, that love is raging just the same. Girl of my dreams, what shall I do? Girl of my dreams, I'm sad and blue, can't go on without you, girl of my dreams, girl of my dreams, girl of my dreams.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. The sound of The Clicks, and they were Jesse Belvin and Eugene Church from April 1956. It's on Modern Records. The Girl in My Dreams is the name of the tune. Of course, the Four Lovers recorded that, and I think also the Capris did it in the early 1960s. Anyway, Johnny G here, winding down here. Let's move into 1957. Let's go to Philadelphia now and fill a request for Ed Brown. This is the group's fifth of six on the Atco record label, and they are called The Sensations. Now, of course, it was a female lead with male backing. The lead singer of the group, her name is Yvonne Mills. And this tune, written by James Monaco and Luther Henderson from April 1956. Here are The Sensations on Atco for Ed Brown. It's called You Made Me Love You. Here you go, Ed, for you, The Sensations.
Do it. No, I didn't wanna do it.
made me love you.
Okay, there you go, Yvonne Mills and the Sensations. That one they're going out to Ed Brown in our YouTube chat room, doing the Al Jolson tune, You Made Me Love You. That one their fifth release on the Atco record label from April 57, the Sensations with You Made Me Love You. Let us continue here. 4 more 45s to go before we sign off here, maybe 3. But let's fill a request for Jim Lampley in Texas. This is not an easy record to find. This is on the B label, a label owned by Grover Barber and Russ Goldings. B Records out of Reading, Pennsylvania. And the only release for this group, they are known as the Honeybees. And they are also out of Reading, Pennsylvania. And it says here, the lead singer on here is Lala, and Charlene found some information about this group here. The lead singer, his name is Rodman Lala Beckham. And the other members here were Vic Johnson Jr., Skip Johnson, Barry Boswell was second tenor, and Barry Chuckle Williams, the bass. And this came out in August of 1957. Not much instrumentation, really. And this was a record that Greg Zurich sold me many, many years ago. Going out to Jim Lampley in Texas, August 57, the Honeybees on B. It's called Give Your Love to Me. Here you go, Jim Lampley in Texas, for you, the Honeybees.
Give me your arms, tease them to hold me. Give me your arms, let them enfold me. Fill me with delight, let this be the night. Please give your love to me. Give me your lips, kiss me so tender. Give me your lips, let them surrender. Make my dreams come true, this I beg of you. Please give your love to me. I don't dream of castles, I don't ask for gold. Riches have no meaning unless you have someone to hold. So won't you share my heart forever? Darling, I swear my one endeavor is to make you mine. This would be divine. Please give your love to me. I don't dream of castles. Castles. I don't ask for gold. For gold. Riches have no meaning unless you have someone to hold. So won't you share my heart forever? Darling, I swear my one endeavor is to make you mine. This would be divine. Please give your love to me. Please give your love to me.
There you go, August 1957 release there for the Honeybees. That is Lala on lead. That is Rodman Lala Beckham. The Honeybees on the B record label out of Reading, Pennsylvania. Give me Give Your Love to Me is the name of the tune for Jim Lampley in Texas. And let us continue now. Let's fill a request for Ronnie Sherman, celebrated a birthday on Saturday the 22nd. Happy birthday, Ronnie. And this is your record here. You requested this group from Providence, Rhode Island, and they recorded, I guess this is their debut single. They recorded for the Felsted record label, had 3 releases on the label. This was their first. Okay, and it features Richard Jones on lead from December 1957 for the birthday boy, Ronnie Sherman. Here are the Castelliers. Castelliers on Felsted. The song is called Come Back. Here you go, Ronnie, for you, the Castelliers.
I'm hoping and praying that you'll come back to me. Oh, please come back to me, my darling. I'm sorry, so sorry, 'cause I hurt you so. Oh, please don't let me go, my darling. I'll make it up to you. Oh, come back, please come back. If only you would try to be kind. I'll never be untrue. Oh, come back, please come back before I really go out of my mind. I love you. I love you. If you said goodbye, forever I would cry, my darling. Forgive me, listen to my plea. Oh, please come back to me, my darling. I'll make it up to you. Please, come back, if only you would try to be kind. Darling, I'll never be untrue. Please, come back, before I really go out of my mind. I love you. If you said goodbye, forever I would cry, my darling. Forgive me, listen to my plea. Oh, please come back to me, my darling. Oh, please come back to me, my darling, my darling.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Ronnie Sherman, celebrating a birthday on the 22nd. Happy birthday, Ronnie, for you. That is actually the B-side. The A-side, I think, is called My Hi-Fi Baby, I think is the A-side. This is the B-side, December 57, and the debut single for the Castelliers. That's Richard Jones on lead on Felsted Records. Come Back is the name of the tune. 2 more 45s to go, and then we're out of here. And we fill a request now, actually, for 2 people that requested this week. Tim Doyle in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and Wayne Pigna requested this great group out of Brooklyn, New York. And this was the group's signature song, I think. Their signature song, a tune written by second tenor of the group. His name is Donald Haywood, along with label owner Jerry Winston. This is on his Onyx record label, and this is their second release, right? I think so. Yeah, their second release featuring the new bass of the group. His name was Charles Moffett. He was featured on this record. And the lead singer on this, his name is Jerome Ramos. And this was the group's biggest hit. And this made it, even though it made it up to Billboard at number 83, was a big record here in New York City from June of 57. By request for Tim Doyle and Wayne Pigna, here are the Velours on Onyx with Can I Come Over Tonight? Here you go, Wayne and Tim, for you.
Can I come over tonight? Darling, let me come over tonight. Please don't say it's too late, oh darling, I can't wait to see you again. Oh, please let me kiss you tonight. Darling, let me kiss you tonight. Am I asking too much? Oh, darling, yes, your touch drives me insane. Oh, yeah. Then I feel what I can understand. It's real, so true. This love I feel just for you. Can I come over tonight? Darling, let me come over tonight. Got your loving, my heart, and pray we never part. For I love you so.
Okay, folks, there you go. That one there going out to Tim Doyle in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and Wayne Pigna, June 1957. The great sound of Jerome Ramos and the Velours on the Onyx label, Can I Come Over Tonight? Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyltreasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G. Hope you dug the early sides of rhythm and blues and rock and roll here on the program. We do it every Saturday right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube. I'll be back tomorrow evening beginning at 9 p.m. We're going to pick it up with records from 1957 and go to 1963. But I want to thank everybody for tuning into the program this evening. Again, if you are new to the program, please consider subscribing. We need to get to 5,000 subscribers. Gives Johnny G a little bit more leeway as far as getting away with certain copyright material here. At least they'll let me play it. I don't care if I can't monetize it, but at least I can play it, and that's the main thing to do. This is really the only time I get to hear my records, to play them for you, the listeners. So thank you all for tuning in this evening. Thank you, Charlene, again, for assisting me with preparing for the show. And I will be back tomorrow. If you missed any of the program, those of you tuning in the morning, maybe over in the over in Europe, the show will be up on the archive. You can check it out right away. The chat will not be there. It probably takes them about an hour or so to post the chat, but then it will be there. Hopefully, I don't think we played anything in that kind of really to hang myself to shut the show down. But sometimes you never know with this AI stuff. But I want to thank everybody for tuning into the program. And again, I will see some of you tomorrow. If not, everybody enjoy the remainder of your weekend and have a happy week. I'll see some of you on Wednesday night for the Soul Show. So thank you all for tuning in. We're going to close the show tonight. I forgot to give you the song I'm closing, and it's a bonus track too, by the way, and it released in September of 1957. This singer was the lead singer of the Flares, and he also had a sister who was a singer too, let me see, he also recorded with the groups like the Jackalacks on Tampa, the Ermines on Loma, and he was also later a member of the Coasters, and he had a number of solo efforts. This is one of them, some with groups and some without. There's a group on this one. This is on the Dot record label, Randy Wood's Dot Records. Our closer from September 1957, Cornell Gunter, and a group on Dot. It's called Call Me a Fool, a record I heard from George Doowop Tompkins. Thank you all for being here, folks. I'll see some of you tomorrow evening right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. A bonus track, Cornell Gunter. Here you go on Dot. So long, everybody.
Break my heart, I'm too in love to care. No matter how unfair. If you need me, I'll be there. Call me a fool for loving you like I do. Treat me mean and cruel. I'll still worship you. No matter where you go or how long you stay, my love will follow you until my dying day. Call me a fool for loving you like I